natin itong si Attorney Harold Respicio at punta ho tayo dito sa mga prosecutor itong si Tamba. Game, Attorney Harold, baratan mo
Itong
yan.
taong ito na makapangyarihan sa COMELEC, tinanong niya yung tumatakbong congressman, ilan ba ang botante nyo sa inyong distrito? Sabi, 300,000. At sabi niya, kailangan mo ng 300 million dyan. Meron kami isasampa bukas. Malaking pasabog ito bukas sa Supreme Court na doon kami ng alas 3 para magsampa ng case laban kay Chairman George Garcia. Huwag na natin pangalanan yung taong ito, pero kilala nyo na kung sino itong tao na ito. Nangihingi ng 300 million pesos pala sa isang...
Nako! Nako! Sino yan? Hindi pinasumpa nyo.
Ang congressman noon para ipanalo yung congressman na iyon noong nakalipas na eleksyon na 2025. Kasi ang nangyari daw, itong taong ito na makapangyarihan sa COMELEC, tinanong niya yung tumatakbong congressman, ilan ba ang botante nyo sa inyong distrito? Sabi, 300,000. At sabi niya, kailangan mo ng 300 million dyan. So, ibig sabihin, sir, nangihingi ka ng 300 million para maipanalo yung tao? Kung kukumputin mo 1,000 kada botante, mas tipid pa pala na magbayad sa COMELEC dahil kada boto ay 1,000 lang. Eh magkano ba ang bilihan ng boto sa probinsya? Tig pa 5,000, tig 3,000, kung minsan umaabot pa ng 10,000, kailangan mong mag-invest ng 300 million pesos. Hindi po yan chismis lamang dahil kasama po yan sa petition na ipa-file namin.
Hindi chismis yan. Ako naniniwala ako na hindi mahilig sa Marites itong si Attorney Harold Respicio. Di yan mahilig sa Marites. Yan yung mga nga, yan yung mga talagang nangyari nung nagdaang eleksyon. Totoo ho yan mga kababayan. Malawakan ang naging dayaan nung nakalipas na eleksyon. Malawakan ho mga kababayan.
Bukas doon sa Supreme Court, magkakaroon po kayo ng kopya. Mababasa nyo po mismo yung detalye dahil halos nalaglag sa upuan yung kandidatong iyon nung sinabihan siya na kailangan niya ng 300 million pesos para makakuha ng boto para sa 300,000 na botante sa kanyang distrito. Sir, kung sino ka man, buong Pilipinas, kilala ka, kung sino ka, hindi kita kailangang pangalanan, alam na natin lahat, nangihingi ka pala ng 300 million pesos. Akala mo kung nagsalita ka, akala mo ang banal-banal mo. Isa ka palang kurap. Nakausap itong
Kurap! Banal-banalan pero kurap. Maraming ganyan. Yung apelido pa nila mga ano pa akala mo talagang di makabasa ang pinggan, di ba? 300 million is 300 million, higa nga. Di ba? Lalo na kung incumbent yan. Tapos naambunan doon sa mga ayuda scheme nitong si Tamba o pumirma doon sa impeachment ni BP Sara. Imagine, 150 million tapos yung ayuda scheme nitong si Tamba, kada pumupunta ka 777, di ba? Kung ikaw ang kung sa'yo yun, yung distrito mo, sa sorti mo yun, magsosorti ka sa distrito mo, 150 million. Eh di isang sorti at isang pirma lang na impeachment, ay pambayad ka na sa makapangyarihang nila lang na yan, dyan sa COMELEC. May 300 million ka na, anak na to. Sino kaya yung congressman na yan? Ang dami ho niyang pera. Pero sa tingin ko, hindi siya nagbayad. Kasi kung nagbayad siya, panalo siya at hindi siya magpupunta sa COMELEC ngayon.
Pangyarihang taong ito doon sa COMELEC at yung taong yun sa COMELEC ay tinanong kung ilan ang botante niya sa kanyang distrito at sinabi niya 300,000 po. At sinabi ng taong makapangyarihan na to, kailangan mo ng 300 million pesos para dyan. Wow! Hindi ba yon implicit na panghingi ng 300 million pesos na bribe? Hindi ba iyon implicit na pagbili ng boto na 1,000 pesos kada botante? Mas tipid pa kaysa sa actual vote buying. Kaya pala, kung titignan natin yung mga circumstances, sinasabi nila na yung mga nanalong mga kandidato na may suspetsa silang nanloko ay hindi na nag-effort na mangampanya at hindi na rin nag-effort na bumili ng boto dahil mas mahal bumili ng boto on the ground kaysa magbayad dito sa korap na opisyal na ito na ating gobyerno na ang presyo lamang ay 1,000 kada vote. Dapat siyang mapakulong ng napakahabang panahon.
You are mentioning kanina si COMELEC Chairman George Garcia.
Hindi ko sinasabi na siya yung tao na yun. Pero taong bayan, alam nyo na kung sino yung tao na yun. Hindi ko sinasabi.
Ito naman siya, pa-suspense ka pa eh. Pero masaya ako, nakasama ka namin dito sa laban na to. Kasi yung naging kilala na siya, di ba? Kumbaga naging pagka nakita nila pagmumukha nitong si Attorney Harold Respicio, yan si Attorney Harold. Yan yung panahon ng kampanya. Nakikipagbardago lang kay George Garcia. Ayos yan. Saludo, sir, ha? Saludo, sir. Saludo. Masaya kami, nakasama ka pa rin namin dito sa laban na to, na magkaroon ng totoong reforma kung paano bumoto ang ating mga kababayan sa mga susunod na eleksyon.
Nasabi na si Chairman George Garcia yun, at hindi ko rin itinatanggi na siya iyon.
Pero bukas malalaman ako.
Malalaman niyo po dahil magkakaroon po kayo ng kopya ng petisyon. At yan po ay part ng mga aligasyon ng magsasampa ng kaso bukas ng petitioner. Itong taong ito na makapangyarihan.
Ayun na mga kababayan, matindi ho yan, no? Kasi it's about time, ika nga. Ano na ho yan, kumbaga, na yan, kailangan na ho natin yung pag-usapan ngayon. Matindi-tinding korupsyon ho ang nangyari noong nagdaang eleksyon. Kaya yung COMELEC na yan, nako, hindi ho niyan binabantayan ang inyong mga boto. Pinagkakakitaan ho ng COMELEC na yan. Maniwala ho kayo sa hindi, pinagkakakitaan ho ng COMELEC ang boto na sambayan ng Pilipino. Mag-aalok ka ng 300 million yan. Hindi mo na kailangan ng hacker, hindi mo na kailangan ng IT expert. Meron pa ba mas expert kay George sa COMELEC? Di ba? Wala na mas expert pa dyan. Dito sa bahagi ng video natin na to, punta naman ho tayo dito sa mga mga naduwag nung nakita ho nila yung listahan ng mga abogado nitong si VP Sara. Itong mga prosecutor nitong si Tamba dyan sa impeachment nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte.
And congratulations to your win, or your
very
victory. Okay, last I checked, the House chose not to receive the articles of impeachment from the Senate. Can you tell me what is the status now? Has it been received? Tinanggap niyo na ho ba? Congresswoman
the
Bell.
official answer would be we deferred the acceptance of the articles because we wanted to clarify some matters pertaining to the directives of the Senate Impeachment Court.
Sa pagsabihin po natin sa Tagalog, paano ho yun? Hindi nyo pa tinatanggap, pinagpapaliban nyo pa po
yung pagtanggap.
ang pagtanggap. Pending, no? Dahil gusto nyo ng
Malinawagan.
sa ibinigay ng mga instructions ng Senado. All right. So, deferred acceptance. You're supposed to file a motion for clarification, di ho ba?
We will file pleadings in the coming days, whether it's motion or manifestation. But definitely we will file.
Okay.
But for now, we are awaiting the answer from the summons, from the writ of summons given to the Vice President. She has 10 days, non-extendable period of 10 days to file her answer, and we have 5 days, non-extendable period of 5 days to submit our reply.
Congressman Joel, does that include weekends, yung 10 days?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think June 11 ang umpisan, di ho ba?
From the date of receipt of the summons.
Okay, so from the date of receipt, let's assume that's June 11 to the office of the Vice President, or maybe June 12, maybe a day after. So that's 10 days. Lagay po natin sa 22.
So 22 is Sunday, I think. So 23 naman.
Okay. So supposed to be by Monday, dapat may sagot na po sa summons yung
Yes.
office ni Vice
Yes.
President. And then, yung kanilang sagot ho ba, ifo-forward sa inyo? Tama ho ba yun?
We will be furnished a copy, like in
Yes.
any other case. All parties will be furnished
Copy
copies
furnish. Copy
of the
furnish.
answer.
And then you have 5 days upon receipt
Yes.
Yes.
of the response of the Vice President.
Yes.
To
Make a reply. Well, it is our option. So, if we want to make a reply, or siguro, pwedeng hindi na.
ano ho yung nilalaman nitong summons? What are we expecting to be part of the summons?
The summons would be a directive to the accused or the impeached official to answer the charges in the articles of impeachment. So she has 10 days to answer, while we have 5 days within which to file a reply. And for our part, the reply is an answer to any issues that she may raise in her answer.
And 5 araw lang pong ibinibigay sa inyo para sagutin yung sagot ng Office of the Vice President.
Yes.
Okay. And then let's go back to my previous question. You were saying a while ago that you will wait for the summons first, for the reply rather of the summons from the Vice President to be copy furnished to the House Prosecution Panel. And then, is that the time thereafter that you plan to submit this pleading, whether it be a motion or manifestation for clarification?
Well, we're discussing that with the rest of the prosecutors.
Hindi pa sigurado yon.
Lahat kasi siyempre, we try to be very careful. Diba? So, we are discussing every moves na gagawin namin. So, let's see.
So to be clear, kahit na po sinasabi ninyo na you want clarification, hindi pa po kayo talaga nakapagdedesisyon kung kayo po ay magfa-file ng pleading regarding this clarification.
Yes.
Well, wala naman po kasing sinubmit na period or deadline eh. So, at least mapag-aralan muna namin na maayos what are the options, mga possible options namin, and what are the possible pleadings na tingin namin na mas maganda.
I know you said that you're being quite careful about this. And maybe before I go to that question that I was thinking of asking you, why are you being careful?
Well, first, it's because we know that the remand or the return of the articles and the directives to comply with the Senate impeachment court aren't found in any law. They're not in the Constitution. They're not in the Senate impeachment court rules. That's why it's actually a little difficult for the prosecutors to comply right away, because we might be saying that what they did was correct, even if these are
By responding.
Even if these aren't found in the Constitution and in the Senate rules. So we have to be very careful.
Understandable, because there will be experts who will say that wala po talagang return to sender sa
Correct.
Article 11 of the 1987
Yes.
Constitution. However, there's also a framer of the Constitution, Justice Ascuna, who actually said there was nothing really wrong with that. My co-anchor, Willard Cheng, was able to interview him. Let's play a portion of that interview if we have it, or if not, I'm going to read it. Do we have that? Okay, I'll just read it first. He says it's novel and allowable act under the Constitution. The certifications asked for will ensure the continuation of the trial in the 20th Congress. That's one train of thought.
Yes.
Meron din po yung isa na sinasabing wala pong nahanap na ganito sa 1987 Article 11 of the Constitution.
Exactly.
Let's name them, the former Chief Justice
A lot of them
Renato
said
Puno.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
and some other lawyers.
Huwag ka sumabay. Ito talagang parang ikaw yung kapatid mo eh. Kaya natalo yang si Zamora, yung si Pami Zamora, dyan sa pasabat-sabat niya na yan eh. Nagsasalita yang si Ma'am Pinky Web. Huwag ka sumabat. Pakinggan muna natin sinasabi ng... Pag tinanong ka, sumagot ka. Lang yan.
Lawyers, no? Binabangga ko lang, not in a bad way, siguro
Yes.
yung dalawang justices ng Supreme Court. So, how do you move forward with something like this? Siyempre, iba-ibang abogado, iba-iba po yung interpretasyon.
And that's why we're trying to be careful. Because if you will read the content of the Constitution, it provides that trial shall proceed forthwith. So when you say proceed, means to move forward, not backward. Diba? So, but of course, we do not want to be misinterpreted by the impeachment court in such a way that we do not want them to, baka mamaya isipin nila, we're trying to defy their orders, diba? Their orders. So, we're just trying to weigh all our options.
But it's been how many days? Maybe has it been like 4, 5, 6 days since
Yes,
that order?
since when?
Your non-reply, would that be tantamount to the Senate impeachment court thinking that you're defying their order?
Wala namang deadline na sinabit eh.
Yes. We always say that we're not defying, we're in fact following the provisions of the supreme law of the land, which is the Constitution. And to some who allege that we're the ones who are delaying the proceedings, well, we've been saying that since February, we've been preparing for trial. We've been practicing, preparing pleadings weekly. We've been studying for it.
Halatang ano ho sila talagang pinaghahandaan ho nila yung mga makakasagupa nila diyan sa impeachment na yan, mga kababayan. Hindi bigatin naman ho kasi. Mabibigat ho yung mga abogado. Yan mismo umamin na ho yang si Zamora na talagang todo-todo ang paghahanda nila para sagupain yung defense. Hindi ho, sila nga dapat ay yung tipong sila bibira dyan, si prosecutor sila eh. O eto sagutin nyo, eto si BP Sara hindi depensa. Pero sa tingin ko yung mga nasa depensa panel nito ay napachill-chill lang sila. Diba? Kasi alam nila lahat ng ibabato nitong si Zamora wala hong kwenta.
So there's, it's quite unfair to accuse us of delay in this scenario where we're asked to submit documents which are not even required by the Constitution or the Senate rules.
And for many instances, I've actually interviewed you both, Congressman Joel here in the studio, and you have always been saying that if you had it your way, the trial should have proceeded back
We have
then.
been consistent with our statement.
Pag-usapan po natin yung hinihingi ng impeachment court. Dalawa po yun. Certification number 1, that you did not violate the one-year
Yes.
ban, the one-year rule on impeachable officers. No? And the second one is that basically for easier understanding that the 20th Congress will pursue what the
Yes.
19th Congress did. Let's go to the first one. Why is there a need to certify that you did not violate the one ban rule? Because if you violated that, why would you even pass that fourth impeachment complaint?
Exactly. The mere fact that we transmitted the articles of impeachment to the Senate is a certification in itself that we complied with the rules of the House, with the rules of the Senate, the Constitution. The House of Representatives wouldn't break the law, wouldn't disregard the provisions of the Constitution just to file the articles of impeachment. We have 215 congressmen who signed that, and we would like...
Naku, ba't yung tipong sold na sold sila doon sa 150 congressman. Di umano nagkabayaran daw ng tag 150 million, madam. Huwag nyo na ho, nakakahiya lang ho. Inamin na mismo nitong si congressman, yung campaign manager ng alyansa. Di ba, inamin na niya na meron talagang binigay na pabor doon sa mga pumirma. Nagkaroon ng bayaran ho ng pagpirma niya. Kaya huwag nyo kayo masyadong proud. 250 congressman na pumirma. Kabalbalan talaga nito.
like to believe that everyone understood what their signatures meant.
215 plus 20. Meron pa pong 20 na humabol. Hindi ba?
Nadagdag, yes.
More than one-third of what is required.
Definitely more
But
than one.
maybe if they are saying that you did not violate it, I guess my question is, would you actually say that you violated it? I think it's asking the wrong, my 2 cents is, it's
Correct.
asking the wrong people. You're asking the
Yes.
people who forwarded this impeachment complaint to the Senate to tell them that you did the right thing. Why would you say that you didn't do the right thing? Why would you say that
Exactly.
what you did was illegal? I guess that's just my question. Would you know?
That's her question as well.
Okay.
That's why at first, initially, we wanted to file clarificatory questions, but of course, we are trying to study all the possible legal repercussion of the motions or manifestations that we're going to file.
But what's to clarify about that? Yun po yung tanong ko. I'm really trying to understand the situation.
What's next?
If you do that.
Yes. Because we're supposed to, we were invited upon the order of the Senate President last June 2. And then it was moved to June 11. And then this motion or this resolution happened. So we're just a little bit confused. Ano nang susunod?
You didn't see this coming, did you? Kasi yung mga
Well,
options na tinitingnan, pwedeng i-dismiss, sinabing wala nang, di ba? Hindi naisip. Did you guys really honestly think that there would be a motion to return the articles of impeachment to the House?
Because what is stated in the Constitution is to proceed with the trial.
We would like to believe that the senator judges are following the law, the Constitution. So that's where our confusion comes
Lies.
from. Yes.
There was an interview, I think it was with the Senate President, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, pasensya na kayo kasi ang dami din talagang interviews, no? And it was actually talking about the problem in the House, wherein obviously there were 3 previous
Yes.
impeachment complaints. Again, balikan po natin. One, December 2. The next one, December 4. The third one, December 19. That you did not act on. You acted on the fourth impeachment complaint, which was filed February 5, or roughly 2 months
Yes.
after the first impeachment complaint. So could that be the reason for the certification that you did not violate the 1-year ban? Because apparently it says in the House rules that the impeachment complaint should be immediately forwarded to the Speaker of the House and calendared.
Actually, Ms. Pinky, it's good that we can explain what happened in the House.
Ayan,
And, well,
paliwanag mo, madam.
first, I can assure you that it was above board. Everything was above board. So the first impeachment complaint was filed on December 2. And under the Constitution, we have 10 session days within which to include it in the order of business. So all of the first 3 impeachment complaints were included in the order of business on February 5, which is the 10th session day.
Even yung December 2, yung 10th session day niya was Feb 5?
Yes. So we are counting session days and
Yes,
not
yes.
Because
calendar
December
days.
3
Yes.
is session number 27. And December 5 and February 5 is session number 37. At 36? 36 ba?
I don't quite get that, but basically what you're telling me, pasok po yung 10,
Pasok siya.
Yes, pasok siya sa 10 session
yung
days.
February 5?
Yes.
10
Yung
session.
2 months
We're
after.
talking about session
Opo, I
days.
understand
Yes.
that. Oh, kasi marami ho kayong break, etc.
Yes.
Hindi ho ba?
There are periods or
And
there are
sorry, yung
days.
session days niya is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
There are some days when, because of what's calendared in the order of business, they have to merely suspend and not adjourn sessions. So, 10th session day yung February 5. So, it was calendared
So if
on that day.
you're saying if that is brought up, pasok pa po yung sinasabing 10 days
So,
na yun.
actually, it's good that we are able to clarify this. And I hope that they are able to understand the proceedings in the House of Representatives.
I guess the problem, Congressman Joel, is also the often remark that we've heard from the Secretary General that hindi pa po ipinapasa sa office ni Speaker ang impeachment complaint kasi nakikiusap pa yung ibang mga congressman. Pinag-aaralan pa nila ito. Or, if I remember correctly, baka may isa pang impeachment complaint. So parang ang lumalabas po talaga, natenga po siya sa office ni SecGen.
Well, actually, in the first place, wala namang period na
Antindi, di ba? Pinag-aaralan nila yung naunang 3, yung tipong kinikilatis pa nila. Pero pagpasok ng 4, wala nang aral-aral. Pero makagad na naman to. Ang haba ng panahon, yung 3 pinag-aaralan nila. Ngayon, nung pinasok yung pang-4, wala nang aral-aral. Pero malahat ng mga congressman, ganyan ho sila manloko dyan sa House of Representatives. Di ba? Napakawawalang hiya nila.
binibigay si SecGen ang batas as long as pasok ka doon sa requirement. So, kasi ang mangyayari niyan, ganito. Pag dapat yung unang final, isasabit mo na agad automatic. So mangyayari niyan, every time na lang na magkakaroon ng every year, pagkakakampi ka ng Pangulo or ng kahit sino man, magpa-file ka na lang ng impeachment, whether may laman o wala, para pumasok dun sa one-year ban.
Opo, para hindi matuloy ang kahit
Yes.
ano.
So magiging
Opo.
ano yan magiging maabuso rin.
Yeah.
So kaya nga dito siguro at wala namang mali dun sa ginawa ni Secgen as long as papasok ka dun sa period na nakasaad dun sa batas. Now, it did not happen only this administration. During the past administration, during the time of President Duterte, if I'm not mistaken, there was also this incident where an impeachment complaint was also filed, and 3 months thereafter, na dun lamang na i-agenda. So, this is not novel.
But it
Nangyari-
never reached the Senate.
It never reached the Senate,
Alright.
yes.
Okay, there's a second, certification that the Senate is asking from the House of Representatives. We're going to talk about that after the break. We'll be back with House Prosecutors Joel Chua and Bel Zamora. If you're watching On Point, still with us, House Prosecutors Joel Chua and Bel Zamora. The second condition was that itutuloy ni 20th Congress, si 19th Congress. Fair enough. That's been discussed, no, sir, ma'am, over and over again kahit nung February 5 pa. But hindi niyo ba pwedeng sagutin ito, may problema pa ho ba dito?
Which is impossible for the 19th Congress to decide. Because iba yung composition ng 20th iba rin yung 19 So, that is not for us, for the 19th Congress.
So they're requiring a certification from the 20th Congress, which as of now hasn't convened.
Okay, so it's mandatory for the 20th Congress, hindi po sa inyo. Tama ho ba?
Sa amin
Kanino
naka-address,
ba?
sa amin
Sa House
naka-address.
Prosecutors.
Pero parang gusto nila is ang mag-commit kami para sa 20th Congress, which is impossible dahil iba nga po yung composition ng 20th Congress
I heard an interview with Congresswoman Bell recently, and you were saying that halos lahat naman po, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
na pumirma nung impeachment complaint nung February 5, halos lahat ay nanalo naman,
That's correct.
most of them, at pasok din sa 20th Congress.
We have around maybe 80+% of those who signed in the impeachment complaint re-elected in their
Okay.
seats.
And would you say that the 80% who won, who will be sitting in the 20th Congress, are still for the impeachment, will still confirm their signature in the impeachment of the
But still,
19th
that is a
Congress?
different Congress we're talking about. So, in fact, sa panel of prosecutors, may dalawa sa aming casualty. So,
Who are they again? Yung dalawa po?
Congressman Ton Acharon and Congressman Jill Bongalon.
Bongalon, yes, okay. So, what is the issue with the second condition?
kasi ang hinihingi 20th So, hindi ka naman, that is not, we believe that that is not for the 19th Congress to address.
We're thinking that they're connecting this with a crossover. But again, it's our stand that there's no problem with crossing over. In fact, as Attorney Bukoy earlier said, there's nothing to cross over because it's a continuing body.
Nako.
So definitely,
Yan na nga ho ba sinasabi natin Yung mga galing-galingan sa yusayan, pero pagka yung mga expert na sinasabi, ayaan natin ng Korte Suprema magdesisyon. Kinukoto niya si Attorney Bukoy. Yung kanilang abogadong, yung tagapagsalita nilang, mo kasi bahala kayo dyan. Pero talagang mga tao na to. Simple lang yan. Sagutin muna natin yung mga tanong na sambay ng Pilipino. Marami yung katanungan. Wag muna tayong pumunta sa korte. Gusto pa ba ng 20th Congress? Anong ginawa doon sa 3 impeachment complaint? Diba? Anong ginawa nila doon? Ngayon, ginagawa na ho nila ng remedyo. Yung kapalpakan na ginawa nila doon sa 3 naunang impeachment. Pero hindi ho yan makakalusot sa mga abogado nitong si Vice President Sara Duterte. Hindi ho yan makakalusot. Imagine, sa impeachment court nga, hindi nakalusot Ano nga naman palang ginawa niyo dun sa 3 impeachment complaint na inihain kay VP Sara? Di ba isa kada isang taon lang? Apat ho ang ibang klase ho talaga yung nangyari dito kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Ganun ho siya ganun ho katindi ang galit nitong mga walang yang to dito kay VP Sara. Yan si Zamora. Normal lang naman yan, politika yan. Kailangan nun nila ng impluwensya at sila natokan itong si Tambaluslos. Kumbaga, noong pumili ng mga prosecutor dyan, marami na mga abogado dyan, pero yung iba hindi nila tinanggap. Itong mga Zamora, malalim na mo sila kay Tamba. Yung mga umuo kay Tamba, hindi na humakay, hindi yung mga yan. Pagka humindi yan, may kalalagyan sila kay Tambaluslos. Lahat ng mga umuo dyan, lahat ng pinili dyan, yan yung mga abogado dyan sa House of Representatives na hindi pwedeng tumanggi. Dahil malalim na ang involvement nila sa mga kabalbalan nitong si Tambaluslos.
Hanggang matapos ang trial, tuloy-tuloy lang ang proceedings, whether it's the 19th or the 20th Congress.
But is there, just looking at the realm of possibilities, posible ho bang pagpasok ng 20th Congress, may mga congressman na magsabi na napilitan ako na pirmahan itong impeachment and therefore I take my tatanggalin ko po yung aking pirma. Pwede po ba
Anything
yun?
is possible, of
that
course.
Happen.
That can happen. But even if that happens, we already transmitted the articles to the Senate Impeachment Court, and they're supposed to be acting on it and proceeding with trial.
But that's
So it
the
doesn't
thing.
matter if you have a few congressmen here pulling out their
Yeah.
signatures or renouncing their signatures.
Teka lang, madam. Ang dahilan ng pagtatransmit dahil sa pirma. Paano pagka sinabi nung congressman na ayoko na pala? Pinilit lang kami dyan. Kinorner kami ni Tamba. Paano yun? Hindi naman pwede yun. Yung tipong last touch, hindi pwede yun. May dahilan kung bakit sila pumirma at yung dahilan na yun, hindi ka nais-nais. Mawawalan siya. Kung di sila pumirma, baka hindi sila nagsipanalo eh. O yarin lamang matatapos ng mga termino nila, si Tamba, lahat sila. Bigla silang papasok sa eksena ngayon. Ayaw na namin, atras na namin yung pirma namin. Kunyari, natirang pirma dyan, 10 na lang. Di ba? Nakita nila na mananalo sa impeachment si VP Sara at ayaw na nilang ma-involve dyan sa kabalbalan na yan. Itutuloy pa rin ba impeachment? Kunyari, sinabi ng 20th Congress, sinisertipikahan namin na wag na ituloy ang impeachment na yun. May magagawa pa kayo? Pambihira. Paano pagka naging Speaker of the House itong si Congressman Pulong Duterte?
In the 19th Congress, it doesn't matter.
Doon sa 80% na nanalo po, doon sa 250, nakausap niyo na ho ba sila? Meron ho bang ilan na nagsasabing, I want out? I
No.
want my signature out.
No.
So far, wala.
So
Wala.
far, wala.
Not even one.
Tama.
So far, wala pa naman.
Wala kaming
Wala pa
narinig pa.
naman.
Okay. So, ano muna? Stalemate muna, ganon. Hindi kayo sasagot doon sa certification. Hintayin niyo po muna yung sagot ni VP sa summons.
We're weighing all our options.
We're waiting for the answer. In the meantime, it's the Congress or the House of Representatives, in fact, issued a resolution certifying that we complied with the
1 year.
1 year period and the other
Under the,
requirements of the Constitution.
And the rules.
You have that already.
Yes.
Yes.
And you passed it on to...
We haven't passed it on, but it's been issued. So they can take a judicial notice of that.
I see. So it was just a confirmation from the House prosecutors or from the 19th Congress?
From the 19th Congress.
But you didn't pass it to the impeachment court.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. And the reason for not doing that again, balik ko, yung sinabi niyo po kasi is, you're saying, hindi niyo po mahanap sa Constitution yung sinasabing return to sender,
Yes.
etc. But then still, just the same, you came up with a, what is
With
it?
a
What is it called? A
resolution,
resolution
yes.
that you didn't violate the 1-year ban.
Yes.
Let's talk about very briefly, I hope maybe I still have 1 minute, sorry. Your
Ayun na nga mga kababayan, anong masasabi nyo dyan sa naging interview na yan? Ito si Ma'am Pinky Web dito sa dalawa na to. Talagang palong-palo na ho silang pumasok dyan sa impeachment court at talagang gisahin itong si VP Sara. Pero hindi ho nila alam, sila hong magigisa kung sakaling maumpisan niya. Pero kung ako dito sa mga prosecutor na to, kahit ako, posisyon ko dyan, huwag na natin tuloy yan. Nakita niyo naman 18-5 ang naging botohan. Hindi malabong ano yan, malabong manalo tayo dyan, tapos papasok pa si Marcoleta.